We're going to take a look now of how to build a single property squeeze page in Lofty. Shout out to Jennifer for letting me use her Lofty. Appreciate it. If you haven't liked and subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so you can be up to date with all the new videos coming in. Now, the easy way to do this is to, when you have your Lofty open, at the top up here, you're going to click on Marketing. And then on the far left, you're going to take your bar and go all the way down to the bottom and go to Landing Pages. Now, once you have it open in Landing Pages, at the very top, it says Add a new landing page. And you're going to open that up. And we're going to go through different landing pages, show you how to build all these in different videos. The first one in the top left, it says Feature a Listing. You're going to click the big button in the middle, select Template. It's going to open up. And then whatever you want to call it, we'll change that in a minute. And then at the bottom here, I'm just putting in some random addresses here, and hopefully it's a good one. Pick a random address. You have to be connected to the MLS for this to work. And then whatever I put for my random address, I'm going to go here and put it here as well for the name of the page name. So I know what I'm doing this single property squeeze page for. Now you can show things that have sold, but we're doing right now for sale. And see right near this, when it comes in, it's going to be the lead source from the website, because you're going to pull the lead when they click it. It'll open up a single property squeeze page, which will show you what it looks like. And that's how you're going to get that lead. Now, if the other thing you can notice here is you can add a manual listing. So if you're helping a for sale by owner sell a home, or you want to get leads and you want to get permission to advertise for them, or if you have a listing, remember, you can only advertise a listing on the MLS the day before in San Antonio, Texas anyway, the day before we put it on the MLS. But if you just have permission from a for sale by owner who doesn't want it on the MLS, but is okay with you helping them advertise their home, then you're more than willing to just go right here, hit add manual listing, and then you can see you load up the address, the information, put up some pictures, put in some property details, and then once you have all that done, that can be your listing that you feature. So that's a really cool feature for things like that. Or if you're working with builders and they don't have it on the MLS yet for a property, you can do it that way as well. So there is an option to add listings yourself. Now, once you pick, like I'm just going to stick with this mid-crown one. Once you pick it, you hit the save button, and it's going to go ahead, or it should. There it goes. It's going to open a new window, and then it's going to show that this would be the property here. So this is the single property squeeze page. Now, of course, we're just showing you for practice in here. So make sure you have permission to advertise people's pages and such. So it's best to take from your own broker, which your own broker you have permission for most brokers. And then you can go through here and you can see the first thing it does, it makes a nice little slideshow. It shows about the property. And then it shows some pictures again down here, gives you property details. And at the bottom, it talks about the different schools in the area, middle, high, elementary. It shows a rough outline of how much they are from greatschools.org. And then it shows similar homes, and it has the information to get in touch at the bottom. So this is a great way to do that. Now, once you have all this open and you can kind of see the layout now, you see in the top right, it doesn't let you click the publish button yet. So what you have to do over here to the left side is to go over here on this left side and click all 4 of these buttons real quick. Once you do that, you can now publish it. But of course, there's a couple quick things we want to do. The second button down where it says settings, and you have these things if you want to change any there, like schedule a showing, anything. I recommend not to mess around with these things. If you go here to page tracking, that's important though. Now, if you've set up your Google Analytics and your Facebook Pixel, I do have other videos talking about those. You can go in there and you can put your Google Analytics as that G number or your Facebook Pixel ID. These should already be in Lofty in a different FERT under your website. So that once you have that in there and you have, that'll track this single property squeeze page separate for you. It'll track it right easy that way per people clicks and how much views and all that kind of good stuff. So you have it ready to go. The other thing you want to do, I don't mess with style unless you want to change some colors or something, but it's really, you don't want to break anything or mess it up. The best thing to do is to go down to SEO, and then you want to go to keyword relevance. And then as you can see, I can put homes for sale, in San Antonio, homes for sale in 78218, et cetera, et cetera. And I would just go through and add these keywords in. So when people search the web, these are the things they're going to find when they're searching the web. The thing to remember, though, is that you can only add 100 characters. And then if you go get analysis, it's going to try to look that. But usually, like it just said in that little message, it can't give you any kind of analysis unless you've published it already. And then it can start, because people have to look at it and all that jazz. So that's how it is. So again, you go here, put in your page tracking, come to SEO, keyword relevance, put them in, save them, and then I'm going to hit save. Now, other things before I hit save, as you can see, I can view it to what it would look like previewed. I can go here and it will show, and it'll kind of view the site again. Or I can post this directly to my social channels. Or if I click QR code, this is a QR code for this page already ready to go. So if you're doing an open house and you do a single property squeeze page and you come in here and grab this QR code, it would put it right there. Now, if I go like here, post to social channels, it'll open up, and this opens up your social studios, which we're going to do in another video. So we're not going to show that today. And then I'm going to hit publish. Now, once it hits publish, I like to go here and click, and now you can see here, it's showing our keyword phrases. If I hit post to social, it's going to open up this box, and I'll show you why I like to do it this way instead of other ways. And now if you still have some AI talking to you, like this is their AI chatting here in Lofty, if your AI is going to give you 3 different options, and you see right now, I'm having a hard time. Oh, there it goes. I just went through and grabbed these 3 options. I'm just going to randomly pick one, and then it's going to throw this option over here. What I'm looking at getting is capturing, all right, whatever it's making me do it. I want to capture this link right here. So what I do with that link is I'm going to, for example, I'll show you on Facebook. I'm going to take that and drop it as a preview link, like what's on my mind, and I drop it in there. And then this is that single property squeeze page ready to go. And then what I do is I highlight the whole link and delete it. So now I have the page, I have it ready to go, and it's deleted and it's ready. Now, the other thing I can do, if I don't want to have to worry about the write-up and what to talk about, I can go in here and try to find the description on the MLS. So like I said, I'm going to go here. I try anyway. It's not going to let me do it until I actually post the link. So I'm just posting the link I just put into a new tab. So I just want to be able to grab this piece here so I can use it. So that's just the MLS description. And then I'm going to make sure people didn't have a couple good grammar here. I just don't understand trade sailing. That's all right. And there we go. Now we cleaned up a little bit. So then I can just post this directly to my social media. There it is, posted, ready to go on my Facebook, for example. And then once it loads, you always want to like or love it. And then you want to leave a message. Like, this is an amazing house. Something simple. Or contact me at such and such. But I didn't want to put this down because I'm doing this for Jennifer. I want her to get the leads on this one. And then you have it ready to go. And then you want to go through, after you've done that, you can go to the link you just did, hit share, and you can share it to different groups. Once you have a single property, you can share it to up to 10 groups or so per day. I wouldn't do a lot more than that. And then you can go through and get those shared out and be ready to go. Now, we mentioned before this social studio, and you're probably thinking, Andrew, why don't I just do it right here? Because right here, you can see Instagram won't let you do it. So if I unconnect Instagram, I could do it. But on Google My Business, if I post it, this is all they see. So on the Google My Business, I'll just open it to show you how you would post there. And this is an example of my Google My Business. So if I was going to post this on there, I would go to add update right here. And then I can post a description and then come back in here, grab the URL at the bottom where it says, what's on, learn more for the button, put it down here as the button link. And then of course I would have to go in here and find a picture See if there's an easy way to grab these pictures anywhere. Probably here is easier. So if I open the picture, I can right click, save as. I can grab a couple pictures and throw that in there. And then that makes it easy for me to get a picture that way. There it is. It's on my downloads. And there we go. So now when I'm here on my Google My Business, I can just throw that picture right in there. And there's the picture. There's the property. There's the link to catch them as an auto. Then I hit post. Good to go. And this is better on your Google My Business when you do it this way, because it looks like a full post. Otherwise, it only has the wording when it posts, and it only doesn't show, it just shows this. It doesn't show anything else, because this is a pre-made link. So that's the problem. See, this is an example of what the Google My Business would look like. LinkedIn looks okay here. Facebook looks okay here. If you wanted to change the wording, you can. So if I took out Google My Business and Facebook, I could just post it right now to LinkedIn. And there it is. And now I'm posting that to LinkedIn for Jennifer. So that's what you can do kind of once you're here and you hit the publish and you hit go to social, this shows up here and you can pop that. We're going to do another video where we do a much more in-depth into social. So as you can see, once you build it too, I'm back here under my marketing landing pages. Here is the landing page. So you're like, Andrew, mine just closed back to here. If it happens this way, just click on this little button next to the trash can, like I showed you, and then you'll have the option to grab that link. And see, right now, it's going to make me go through the AI thing again. So I'm just not going to wait for that. So sometimes, depending what happens, you're going to go through. Now, as you can see here, it tracks it as well. So this is how many clicks, how many visitors. If you get ready, I think this is how many leads. So this shows you what you get when you start posting it. So this page has done good, 13 views, 16 people clicked, and then one person became a lead out of it. So then you can track what is doing best. And as you share it in more places, you can see what's out there doing better for that. So that, again, I went over here, add new landing. That is your single property or feature listing or single property squeeze page for Lofty.